Oh, not bad, really. Okay, let's see. I really don't know what I'm doing. Right now I'm just trying to find my phone, and I can't seem to even do that. Oh, it's on the floor. Okay. So, first question is what am I doing? And the answer to that question is trying to get some crap done. I'm actually going to be building a new Hotend to test. That's basically what I'm going to be doing. Pretty simple, but that's it. And the very, very first thing I'm going to be doing is figuring out how I'm going to be making this Hotend. I know I'm going to be using a piece of PEEK. I know I'm going to make it look like this. I know I'm going to use a piece of this. Yeah, those are the things I know. First thing I'm going to do is try to film something with my camera. And this is backwards, so that's going to be hard. Let's just see if I can get this in the camera. No card, that's because it's in my computer. Hey, what's up everybody? Russ with rwresearch.com here. Today, this video is about making a Hotend. So currently I'm working on the OSD, and I'm going to be making some of my own Hotends anyway. So I thought I'm going to remake the one on my current printer. It's giving me fits. It's just the regular heating block with the like 10 watt, a 5 watt heater with a thermistor through it, and it's really annoying. It drives me nuts. So I modified it already with a liner of PTFE like this, and it seems to be working okay, but still giving me fits. So I'm used to having something that I custom built anyway, and originally Jeff built my first Hotend, and I liked it so much that I'm going to be making one very similar to it. So I made this entire thing on a different video. You guys can check that out. So, what are we going to do? The goals are make it out of PEEK because I actually like it. The regular boring J Hotend from the original riprap actually works really well. And make it a pretty high wattage heater and make it wrap around this guy like this. And then I'm also going to make it so I can thread something into the bottom. It needs to be that way so I can thread a new tip into it without messing everything else up. So that's my goals. I have a bunch of leftovers and stuff here on the bench from some other parts and pieces, and some of this came from George at George's 3dprinters.com, I believe. I'll link it in there. He sent me some of this pieces and parts from old heaters and components, but the one on my current printer is actually it's a cheap Chinese knockoff, and unfortunately it's just junk. So these are actually, for instance, here is one of those pieces without the hot end on it, and I really don't like this all metal hot end because you absolutely have to blow a fan across here, and I just don't want to. So I'm not going to. I'm going to be switching back to this old style. So here we go. Starting with PEEK, P-E-E-K. It's a high temperature plastic, and this is 0.75 inch OD. Let's get to building. Alright. So I originally was going to try to put the GoPro on here. I still can, actually. Maybe if I mount this. Somehow mount this like that. Unfortunately, it's got to be like really close. Yeah, and it has to be pretty rigid, so I don't know where to put this thing. But I was going to use all time-lapse video. I guess I could use this recorded footage as well. So I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm shooting off the cuffs here, but I know I want to make basically this component. Oh, I can turn this off. Okay, so starting out, we're going to be making basically what you see here, this bottom component. This is just an aluminum one, but I'm going to go ahead and make one out of the PEEK, and it'll be pretty well identical to this. This is the way the old J Hotends mount, and I like it, and so I'm going to continue with it. And so we're going to make a piece that looks, well, basically just like this out of PEEK. Okay, put my glasses on. So I'm pretty sure this won't fit in there, so we're gonna have to cut a piece off. Guess we can cut it like 1.5 inches. Let's cut it 1.25. How long is that one? Where did it go? Did it fall off? Oh, it fell off. Oh no, it's back here. Yeah, this total piece is only 1 inch. video might not be very great, but whatever, man. Alright, let's cut this off. I don't think this stuff's very tough. Ouch. Alright, so we just hacksawed a 1.25 inch piece of this off. We'll clean it up and get it the right diameter. Alright, where can I put this GoPro that it's gonna stay steady? I don't have a good place. Just all this crap moves. I thought I brought home that magnetic mount, but the bad thing is none of this has magnet stuff on it. So I just don't know. I should put it somewhere here. Let's put it on this, or throw it on there. Oh, why did my monitor go off? Well, if you guys logged into the chat, I can't see it now. Oh, there it comes back. New coil, sorry, has to go. What? I wonder why that turned off. I gotta turn this camera off though. I don't want this to turn off. Properties, screensaver, never, power, it's always on, yet that never works. Okay, now we're back. Sorry, I didn't see it. Okay. Alright, the goal here is to run the GoPro the whole time. So, yeah, okay. Alright, it's in 4K, so probably have to end up zooming in or something. Oh. Oh, it's because my little fan's on. Plug it in. There we go. So I'm actually going to put a different tip on here. Okay. Never cut this plastic, so I don't know what to expect at the moment. Okay, so the outside diameter of this whole thing needs to be 0.62. That's pretty good. Alright, we need to go 0.038. I think I'm going to actually turn this just a little so I can use it as a surfacing tool. stuff is pretty hard plastic. So this one's the same. This one is the same. Alright, we need 0.08. So we need 0.004. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll test it again. No, it's too small. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll use that as the back side. This plastic is interesting. It cuts pretty good, but it's pretty hard to peel off and break too. It's kind of different. This is high temperature plastic, but stiff high temperature. Alrighty then. We are pretty well there. Okay, now we gotta go. This depth is the same on both of these, but I think the original one's thicker. Alright, I'll be right back. I have to go get start another print. Okay, I'm back. Nobody stole my stuff, did they? Nobody's listening anyway. Okay. I'll turn this back on. So I need to get a different tool. What is this anyway? .183. A little tighter than that. Let's see, where's that other one? This one's just too big, like by almost not enough. That's 3/16. I think I'm going to use it anyway. Or I won't. I'll use the smaller one. I think I have don't know if it's very sharp. But I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? Oh, now I remember why things are so slow. 'Cause nothing's easy. Okay. So we're going to go a little deeper than this, which is basically this. And then we'll trim off what we don't need because it's going to be a little different anyway. miscalculated. This says 0.085. 0.08. Alright. Oh, that's... Wow, it's hitting. Hi, Steve. Okay, that was 0.05. And that was half. So we'll do that again. Or 4.5. There's 25. 0.25. 24. There was 3.5. This should be, yeah, basically right there. Okay. Now we need to go with our thickness here. Yes, it is a nice little machine. I bought this when I was making rings, which I've never published on my main YouTube channel. Doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying. Let's see where we're at there. Now the inside of that is actually a little bit at an angle. Because the bit's not square. Coffee? I don't have time for that crap. Alright, that's that. Check inside again. Yeah, so apparently this bit isn't perfectly square. Alrighty. Now, the air conditioner just kicked on. Now, it seems like everybody cuts these down to like this size, but I don't really think I'm going to do that. Okay, but I am going to cut this down a little bit. .5. We'll say ½ inch is probably enough. Okay. Okie dokie. Now we're going to put a hole in the middle. So we need one of these little doodads. we're doing metric. We're gonna thread this bad boy all the way through, probably. So, I need to look this up. I don't remember. M6 5mm. 5mm is about 1.96. Right there, number 9. Since I'm cutting plastic, I'm going to go a couple sizes smaller, so I can get the maximal thread out of this thing. 0.6. Alright, M6 thread drill size. M6 says, yeah, okay. So we're gonna go with this one. A couple sizes too small. Because you never know. What am I building? I'm building a Hotend. A Hotend sleeve. Yeah, film's almost dead. Too much friction. This bit must be really dull. Not going well. There we go. Woo! It's hot. That's okay though. Okay, now we thread. here, little tappy, tappy, tappy. There you are. The water goes a long way. Dang, that plastic is so hot. And I should probably drill this out to the exact 5 mil, because if I don't, I'm afraid it's this one. I'm afraid it's actually going to be a very bad thing. As hard as the drilling's going, I'm kind of scared of what the tapping's going to be looking like here. Okay. I don't know if I have any. I have soapy water. I guess I could use that. Rags, because I have an amazing selection of not enough crap out here right now. Alright, a little soapy water on there. I have the audio muted on my chat on accident. It's on my other phone, or on my computer, so. Top handles are up there. Next one. These are so rusty. Well, one thing's for sure. That's some pretty good crap. Okay. So we went at about that much. And the hole diameter is actually bigger than my Teflon. So, if I want to do it properly, I'll have to do that a little different too. Just go ahead and thread it a little bit more. Get a little more soapy water on there. That's some interesting plastic. I've never had to deal with such a plastic like this. Alright, so that was like pretty good. I think I'm happy with that. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna stop this GoPro. Alright, so I'm good with that. On the top side, since that hole's too big, I will just rely on the other hole. Okay. All fine and dandy. Alright, let's film this little piece. Well, yeah, I guess I'm done with it, huh? Okay, so there's this little piece. We got threads on this side, a hole on this side. It's basically the same thing as this right here. A little taller because I may shorten that depending on how much I need to take off here. I gotta take the other printer apart and look. There's a little bit of stuff there I gotta get out yet. But, yeah. That turned out pretty good. There we go. So now we got to get the and this is only threaded up to a point where I can thread it against there and it stops, so that's it. So we'll cut the end of this bolt off and drill a hole through this, and this is actually going to be our feed through. Alright, peepholes. Well, that's the first experience with peak. It's not so bad. Some tough crap though. Actually, I'm going to take this heater element apart. I wonder if I have my Kapton tape here. I'm sure I do. So I'm pretty sure I can pop this off. And unthread this. Oh yeah, it's not really the thread that's the problem, it's the amount of other crap that's on here. Okay. Just like that. I could use this thermistor too. Because this just threads on here. Oh yeah, I really need to thread this on the bottom of a block though. So I think I'm going to use a small piece of aluminum like this. Or this one's already threaded. And I could wrap my wire in there. Don't really want to cut that up though. Could use this and wrap my wire around that. Or I could do what I was going to do, and I got these copper bolts. And I could just thread these. Actually, I think I will do that, but how am I going to... Oh, I guess I'll leave the end on here so I can... Okay, I'll film this. Okay, so starting out with the end, I've actually got this copper contraption. It's already got threads and holes in there. It's the wrong size. We'll drill that out and tap it. And then it's got a thing on the back. This is actually a contact that came out of like a big contactor. Something you'd find in a golf cart or something like that. So I'm basically going to take this exact piece, and this is going to thread in so far, and then my hot end is going to thread in the other way so far, and then I'm going to actually wrap my thermal wire around this guy. So I'm just going to kind of trim this up, drill the hole all the way through, tap it the right size, and see how that turns out for me. Okay. Oh, ow. Oh, okay. Now, this bit is really sharp, and I don't necessarily want to dull it, but I'll go ahead and use it anyway. It's fine. Copper, pretty. I guess I'll surface it too, huh? everybody. Alright. So if I really had to get something on there, I should probably cut these ends off so I could actually grip it. I have to set that up on a little mini mill, and quite frankly I don't have time for that. So let's go ahead and drill this out. Oh, centering bit, come to me, please. Thank you. Sure, because that's great. You know what? Oh, it was okay. For a second there I thought maybe I was cutting that backwards. Alright, so I used I did, okay, anyway. Let's see here. What did I use? Points. This one. This one feels a little dull, so let's cut it with the one below that. So, how is everyone today? The hole is in the center, but the other hole is sort of off. Alright, here we go. It doesn't have to be in the center either, so it's not really a problem, it's just kind of there now. Alright, tap, please. Thank you. Here we go. I wonder if that's the wrong size. Something ain't right. Alright. Supposed to be 5 mil. It's this one. Put one bigger, I guess. This chuck just doesn't get things tight enough. It drives me crazy. Alright then. Okay, surely this cover isn't that hard. Well, apparently it sort of is that hard. This tap is just that bad. I am not a happy person right now. I'm kind of pissed off. This happens every once in a while when things start to go amazingly, like right now. I mean, gosh dang, I can't even get it to go. I can't get it to cut. Piss me off. It's just copper. It shouldn't be that darn hard. What I want to do, I'll put it in the vise, and I'm gonna tap this son of a gun over here. And it will go. Oops, there goes GoPro. Yep, so it's just basically chewing the copper out, but you know. Come on, where's my frickin' oil at? Where did I put it? Here it is. Well, one thing's for sure. If I break the tap, I'm going to be in huge trouble. Alright, good news, bad news. Good news, I got it to go all the way through. Bad news, I think I lost some of my thread. I guess that's to be expected a little bit, huh? Let's just see how it fits. Maybe I'll put that on the top. Okay. I mean, the hot end is going to be all the way up against here anyway. I could take the Dremel cut off and cut these off. I think I'm going to have to cut this down. This isn't going to work. Alright, so I'll cut it down. Whatever, man. Alright, last cut. Alright, well that's that. Honestly, I just need to sort of get this piece done. Alright. Alright, for purposes of getting this thing done, this is what it turned out. Threaded through the center, flat on the end. I can still get something. I'm probably going to cut these edges off so I can get a wrench on here if I needed to. Because I do want to be able to take the tip off, but I don't care about taking the rest of this off. So it's threaded all the way through. M6, by the way. Okay, kids, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to go start another print. See how my wife is holding up. Okay, I'm back. Okie dokie. Oh, get back here. Ah, I gotta take that part out, that's why. Yeah, okay. Let's see, that's still a little tall. Dang it. Okay. Too much crap sitting up here. Let's look at this real quick. And that won't fit in there. I was really hoping I could use this old heater, but just probably not gonna be able to. Which means I'm probably not gonna get this done today. Which means I have no idea when I will get it done. But hey, that's okay. Things just couldn't be all correct. What? This is an M61, but it don't fit on here. Maybe it does. No, it doesn't. How is that even possible? This is the wrong thread. Huh. Okay. Well, then it's not gonna thread in here, is it? I guess it is. That thread. That's a little weird. So did anybody appreciate the video I posted? Doesn't seem like very many people did, but I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's see, my original bolt was only this long. I guess I could use this original bolt instead of trying to cut a new one. That's what I figured. I figured quite a few people may have not just watched it today. Including yourself, I see. Oh yeah, I cut that down into there. Okay. Well. Oh, Dremel, Dremel, what you got? You got a freaking wheel around here somewhere. Oh, this one. Let's try this real quick. Glasses, glasses, glasses. Must have brought them inside and left them inside. Okay. Work was fine, Steve. Nothing real exciting. Just continued working on that that system I was setting up. The day previously. So loud. This tube is still longer than I want, but I don't have much of a choice unless I make a whole nother tube or drill out this one, I guess. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm going to drill out this one. I am going to do just that. I don't know what size I need though, whether it fits this. Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot with that. Let's see, 4mm is 1.57, so 1.57. That's exactly this one. We'll go one size smaller. And we will drill this out. Okay. So I drilled that out. I should be able to push one of these PTFE tubes down in there. Wow, that's pretty tight, huh? I think I need to drill it just a fraction more. Okay. Don't have my knife, so I'll just use this blade. Cut a little bevel there. Now on this side I actually got this tube and I need to really drill this out and blah blah blah, but I ain't got all time for all that nonsense. Okay. Well, let's try to stick this tubing in there. Okay, so that's that. Lined. Now I'm gonna put this in here. Oh, I should take a video of that real quick. Alright guys, so I decided to go ahead and use my old tube to try this out. It actually has a copper insert, copper sleeve insert, and then what I did was I drilled this out to the diameter of 0.154, and then put this in the lathe and actually push the tube in there as it turned. So that gets me a nice compression fitting. So these two pieces need to be fitted like so. And then we'll put the other end on the other side and see how that works out for us. Yeah, man. Let's see how far we can get this on here. About that far. And then where's my little ring? Go ahead and put that on there anyway. And then my heating element. Clean that out. Okay, now let's see if it fits better. Imagine that, it does. Now let's see if this fits. Alright, so that's it. Little bitty guy. Steve's rolling dice again. Alright. So this hose needs to be, I don't know, somewhere up in there. And I really need to machine the tip off this. So let's see how flat this really is. Not bad. Alright, now I've got a little copper sheath there. Okay. Battery's almost dead. Alright, so here it is. You can see now what I was talking about the little copper insert. So the PTFE goes down somewhere in here, and then there's a little copper insert that's just the right diameter for the filament. This piece is going to go on here like this, and that copper insert is going to allow for the back end of the nozzle to sort of compress onto that and make a good seal. So now we're going to wrap our heating element right here in this section. Hopefully all works. I think I might even try to put the thermistor somewhere right in the middle of this little block right there. Okay, so I have two choices. One, I can go inside and stay there. Two, I can go inside and come back. Or three, I can sleep out here. I'm happy where I got right this second. This is all fine and dandy. I need to measure all that out. Make sure that's right. That's good. Now I need to... I wish I could use this other heating element, but I guess I'll make a new one. It's fine. But I'm going to make this fit a little nicer real quick. I think I'm going to mount this backwards, like so. So I need to cut off like just a little bit. That should be enough. It's like a little piece in there. There we go. Alright, now let's try this little guy. I think that's fine. And we'll get this piece figured out. And this piece needs to be cut somewhere around here. Probably shorter. Oh yeah, a lot shorter. There we go. And cut the inside of this out. Cut the inside of this out. That sounds great, huh? Alrighty, see if this camera can kick on for a couple more minutes. No, battery's almost dead. Alright, so on my printer, the original mount looks like this with the J-head plate that I made. So in this case, fits like this, and I cut this. You can't really tell, but there's a tiny little slot in there where the PTFE stops, and this hole diameter is actually smaller going through this plastic part. So I made this fit just right, and it clamps like this. I like this easy thread 3D printed threaded thing on the original design. So this will clamp like this. That's what actually holds this guy in place, is this clamping mechanism, which this could be better if it was metal. That would really be a better option, but anyway, so the PTFE liner goes all the way down through there. Now there's a little gap in there, you can see, and I probably should fill that in with something, even PTFE tape, just to keep it from doing something silly. Yeah, man, yeah! Okay, it's almost midnight. And I got more work to do than I think, so basically what that means is probably not going to get to do the heater. Okay, I think I'm going to have to call it quits. I'm not going to be able to get this done anyway. So I'm going to take these parts inside with me. There's like lots of copper pieces on this thing falling off. I'm going to take this inside with me and just make sure it fits right. And call it a day. I'm going to have to, unfortunately. Yeah! Okay, it's a mess out here. It's a disaster. I am going to go take a shower and go to bed. I'm very, very, very tired. So, thank you for watching and have a nice day.